The sun dipped low, casting amber streaks across the restless ocean. The beachside cabin stood like a secret waiting to be discovered, its wooden porch creaking softly beneath the breeze. Aria stood there, toes curling into the warm planks, inhaling the briny air. The waves rolled in, steady and unrelenting, as if carrying her own restless feelings toward the shore. Maren's laughter floated from inside the cabin, a sound so familiar and comforting it made Aria's heart twist. They'd been friends since college, inseparable in the summers, bound by shared memories of surfboards, bonfires, and whispered dreams. But this summer felt different. There was a weight in the air between them, a pull Aria could no longer ignore. Maren stepped out, wearing a loose white shirt knotted at her waist, her hair messy from the salty wind. "You're quiet tonight," she said, leaning against the railing. Aria smiled faintly. "Just thinking about," Aria hesitated, her gaze drifting to the horizon. "How the tide never stops moving forward. Even when it pulls back, it comes again. No matter what." Maren tilted her head, a curious smile tugging at her lips. "That's poetic." "It's true," Aria replied softly. For a long moment, neither spoke. The rhythmic crash of waves filled the space between them, and the breeze carried the scent of seaweed and sunscreen. Maren stepped closer, her shoulder brushing Aria's. The touch sent a tremor through her, subtle but undeniable. "I've felt it too," Maren murmured suddenly. Aria turned to her, startled. "Felt what?" "This shift. Like something's changing between us." Aria swallowed hard, her chest tightening. "I was afraid to bring it up. Afraid it might ruin what we have." Maren's eyes softened, shimmering like tide pools in moonlight. "Maybe it's not ruining anything. Maybe it's the next step." The world seemed to hold its breath. Aria could hear the distant call of gulls, the ocean's endless applause, and the quickening beat of her own heart. She reached for Maren's hand, their fingers tangling easily, naturally. "I don't want to lose you," Aria whispered. "You won't," Maren replied, squeezing her hand. "But I don't want to keep pretending either." The porch light flickered on as dusk deepened. Maren took a small step closer, closing the space between them. Aria could see the faint freckles on her sun-kissed skin, could feel the warmth radiating from her body even through the evening chill. When Maren leaned in, Aria met her halfway. Their lips brushed softly, at first tentative, questioning. Then the kiss deepened, slow and tender, as if they were learning the shape of each other's hearts. The world beyond the porch waves, stars and time itself faded into nothing. When they finally parted, their foreheads rested together. Both women were breathing hard, but neither let go. "I've wanted this for so long," Maren confessed, her voice a shaky whisper. Aria laughed quietly, a sound of relief. "Me too. I just didn't know how to say it." "Sometimes," Maren said, her lips curving into a smile, "you don't need words." The night settled gently around them, the sky now a tapestry of stars. They stayed outside for a while longer, wrapped in the sound of the ocean and the comfort of each other's presence. When the wind grew cooler, they retreated inside the cabin. The living room smelled faintly of driftwood and the cocoa they'd made earlier. They curled up on the old couch, a faded quilt draped over their shoulders, and talked until the clock ticked past midnight, about the summers they'd wasted pretending, about the fears they'd carried, and about the new horizon waiting for them. Outside, the tide crept higher, the waves kissing the shore again and again. In the cabin's quiet warmth, Aria and Maren found the courage to do the same, to meet, to risk, to rise with the tide. That night, the beachside cabin wasn't just a retreat from the world. It was the place where love finally rose, unstoppable as the sea itself.